Well, hi everybody. This is Al Spath, the Poker Insider here on Heartbeat Poker Twitch channel. We're at Full Flush Poker this morning, and we're at a 6-player table, and it's you make the call. We also have Hard Noodle at the table, somebody that everybody knows, one of our Twitchers. He is not on with me at the present time. We will allow you enough time to choose what I should do. Of course, I won't be able to hear you, and those in the chat won't be able to do it because there's a 90-second delay. However, I want you to think, you might even want to shout it out loud at your computer screen, what you would do in certain situations. When I get dealt cards, am I going to raise? Am I going to fold? Am I going to re-raise? Am I going to check? Am I going to check raise? What do you think I'm going to do, and what would you do? And let's see if we're on the same page. I'm going to wait the 2 hands here since Noodle's sitting out. Let's see what I got. A note on JR. Calling station goes all in. So we'll see about him. Shark I am. Bluffs wet boards. Tilted ace. Raises from the big blind if you limp. From the small blind. I think that's supposed to be from, not form. So let me just correct spelling errors. Table, somebody that everybody knows, one of our Twitchers. He is not on here in that this had some background noise there. Apologies. Got a raise on the button here. What would you do? Would you pay 75 cents with King 7 bad cards and out of position? Is the answer re-raise, call, or fold? It's fold. Every time. Even though it's a king and this guy could even have less than that, it's just not worth it being out of position. You can wait for a better opportunity. Same thing here. 2-3, facing a raise, out of position, fold, call, re-raise. Pot, all in? Nah. Just kidding. You knew that one. So we got a decent ace here. It's not a great ace. We're playing 6-hand and we're first in. So is it fold, call, or raise? It's pot. That helps. Pocket eights. What do? We got a man under the gun here. See what he does first. So, is it, again, a pot, a min raise, a call, or a fold? You should be saying pot here. You can't be limping. Limping's not going to get you anything. You have to find out information. You got money in the pot. You got to try to win position, which we did. You got to be able to do something on later rounds. Now, he is coming out of this big blind. He's out of position saying he's got a big hand. He's got enough money for us to set mine, so we're going to invest $250 here. I could fold that very easily. This is not a great hand. Okay? Now, did he hit the jack? He says he did. He paid 3/4 of the pot. Did he really do that with a big pair, or did he do it with ace jack? What would you guys do? Would you go pot? Would you go $18? Oh, I tried to do it. I would have went over the top of him. Shoot. I guess I gotta hurry with my comments. My bad. That's the one thing that I hope Full Flush gets to improve on, is to give you a time button. I really would enjoy having some time to talk. I think he was I think he had a big hand. I think he had ace king or ace queen. I think my eights were right in there on that hand. I think I could have taken it away from him if I bet the $18. I was talking too much, so that's my blunder. This is an easy fold or a check. You're all on board with that one? Now it's an easy fold, right? Right. It says Cat Daddy's in the house this morning. That's good. I hope the email went out when I started streaming. This is a 4-2 out of position facing a raise. That's one bad thing out of position. 2 is the bad cards. Facing a raise is 3. Why would anybody want to get in a hand with 3 negatives and no positives? I don't know. But some people that are not poker players, that are gamblers, would like to do that because they just like to bust somebody up with trash. So be it. So we got a decent hand. We got a great position. This is like ace jack or better. We're playing 5-handed, so maybe even ace queen. That's as good as that. We're playing with a short table. So think of it as ace queen. What would we do here? We would pot it. But these guys have been calling pots, so we're going to raise the stakes on the game from now on. We're going to go up above pot and make them call. So we got the ace. We would go 3/4 or pot. One opponent, it's already big enough pot that ought to make us find out what he's got. So he might have queen king here. And now we can even go half the pot. If he's on a draw for the hearts, we want to make him go further than that. Well, he didn't go. Might have had a jack. Okay, ace 10 now the suited, playing 5-handed. So it's stronger than the other one. It's like ace king offsuit. When you're playing short tables, the value of your cards go up. When you're playing a full table, your value of your cards go down. There's more apt to be more people with better hands. See, I'm charging them more and they're coming at me. So I am going to continue to charge them more to play. Are you with me on that? I hope so. When you get a table and you got, this is early position, should be a call? Hell no. Don't use this button unless you have to. I mean, really don't think about using that button unless you're trapping or you're in the blind or something like that. That'll get you into trouble. Here we are, 2 days before Christmas, and Hard Doodle has been picked up from the table and moved. Maybe we'll get Nigopolis or somebody else in his place. I've gotten some of my money back from that one hand, but I didn't get the money I wanted when I wanted to raise $18. I think this bet will be about 6 or 7, yeah. I think that Shark I Am is just drawing here, or may have a weak jack. And he got a stronger jack. He didn't have a jack. So the read was right. He just didn't put any pressure. Clarksville, Chicago, Lincolnshire in Des Moines, Iowa. Wow. What would you do here if he makes a bet here of $2? It's going to be $1.50 for $8 or $9. 7 to 1, 6 to 1 on your money. Lousy cards, lousy position. What do you do? Think about it. What do you do? Him folding makes it much easier. So now it's $1.50 into 675, and that's just over 4 to 1. When you're out of position, bad cards, you probably need 6, 8 to 1, something like that. So it's an easy fold. No matter what flops, it's an easy fold. So I want you to be thinking about those things, your cards, your position, what you're facing, whether it's a raise or limpers. That's going to determine whether you play starting hands. It's decided by all those factors, and you need to be constantly aware of them. First person here to bet wins. Am I right? Nobody bet. See, he could have bet. He won. He was afraid somebody was slow playing the tens. Would you call? Raise? He limped. It's very unusual here. In this case, it's a quarter for 125, so you're getting 5 to 1 on your money. Got an ace. You could raise with it, but he could be trapping, so why not just see a flop, and then you can get right out of it really quick. No, don't have much. We got another person sitting down, so we're playing four-handed. That makes this a bigger ace, but he comes in for $1 here. Do we want to call him? Do we want to re-raise him, or do we want to fold? I think that if he has a pair or an ace that's better than ours, which is highly likely, even though we have good position, we're not in a good place. I would very much like to fold that hand and watch him bet and see if we can gain anything. He was under the gun, so he should have hit this. If he had ace king, for instance, he wouldn't even bet here. But if he had king queen, he would. If he had king jack, he'd bet. Think of the hands that he played, that he raised with. If he had pocket nines, that's not a great card for him if he had pocket nines, because that brings the king into play, and jack stayed, saying that possibility of the king exists. That would be a great card if he had pocket nines and he had a king, but we'll see what happens. Very interesting here. And they both could have kings. Absolutely could have a king for a straight. Oh, and Jacks gives it up. And Shark doesn't show his hand, but he almost would have to have the ace king Broadway or the full house. This is an easy one for everybody. This guy just times out almost every hand. So when he plays, you know he's got a hand. He won't be limping when he plays, folks. He'll be raising, most likely. And here's a short stack. Just came in very short. Hey, Poker Dave Jr., how are you today? Glad you made it in. Missed some early action. You can catch it on the highlights later on. If there's anybody up on YouTube, it's Al Spath, 2 words. Please subscribe. I've got about 7 or 8 days to go. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers. Here's a very easy one for everybody. I'm up over 191 subscribers right now, but I would really appreciate it if you subscribe there. And of course, if you haven't subscribed here at Heartbeat Poker on Twitch, please do that. And myself, Al Spath, ALSPATH, all one word. You can follow me there too, and I'd appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything to follow. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe up on YouTube to over 130 videos that I've posted to help you build a bankroll at the micro limits and escape the micro limits. We want to get you up into 50 cent 1 and 1, 2 and above. We want to make you some real money. So learn how to do it, build a bankroll. Now if this was a 4-5 or 4-6, I'd think more of it. Here we got a big gap. Hard to get a straight here because you got to get 5, 6, 7. But let's see, we got to pay 75 cents for $3. We're only getting 4 to 1 on our money. Bad cards, bad position, easy fold. Okay, but 4-5 suited or 4-6 suited, where we can make a straight a little easier, we might have considered that. It was marginal. So those are the kind of questions you have to ask yourself. None of these videos are edited by myself. They're all in real time. You saw me time out earlier when I was going to make a play because I was too busy talking with everybody. That was my fault. But when you're playing, you get the same amount of time as I do. So I'm trying to show you under pressure what that's like. Now that's a limp. I'm out of position, but I got a good hand. The pot would be 150. But let's make it a bigger bet and see if we can win it, eliminate him, and make him pay too much, or win the money. We're not going to get out of position with our hands and make a smaller bet because we're always going to lead at the pot. So we always want to make a bigger bet. We're not doing it because of the strength of our cards. We're doing it because of our position. Don't mistake that, okay? So here we got the button. These aren't great cards. Would you call or fold or raise or pot? I would pot. This time I didn't go to 155 because I'm trying to manage the pot with these type cards. Now if he checks, I will bet the pot. If he would have bet, I would have folded. He stays or comes over the top, I know what I'm going to do. You got to have a plan and you got to execute it. And if the plan goes wrong, you got to change the plan. Here's a limper, same hand but it's suited this time. He's only got 9-10. So here's the one time we're going to call. Guy like that comes in for a little amount of money and then limps. Usually likes to re-raise, okay? He likes to re-raise. He likes to get all his money in. So we want to see the flop first. In this case, if he re-raised, it's been great. But we always want to see the flop before we go. Now, we're not worried about him having a 9. He could have a 9 here. So we definitely want to just call along here. So Rambo's out. I'm going to call because I'm not going to raise here. And if he happens to have a 9 and something else that he beats me, so be it. I think he has a 3. I'm just going to call here and take a chance. I could get myself whacked here by running spades. I'm just going to bet half the pot because I want to get paid off. Thank you very much. So don't get greedy early. Just extract value from your opponent the best way you see and give him a little rope to hang himself. Again, he's in for a min raise here, and I'm just going to call. I don't know what you would do. Remember I said don't use the call button. But when you have a short stack like this, you might want to do it and see what other people do because he's going to jam here, and I don't want to give him the opportunity to jam unless I see the flop first. Nobody else seems to be raising so far. Now we've got a jammer. He did that 9-10 because he wants this guy 8-10 to go 9-10. So we're going to get out of the way for sure. Let's see what he does here with his hand. Would he do it with pocket fives or ace jack? Hell no. He shouldn't, but they would. Now he was pretty smart that time. Give him credit. King 7 in early position. Yes, that is a fold. Anybody that picked anything but fold there, go to the corner. Do not collect $200. Your game needs improvement. There are players that would have raised right there. There's the donk that I was talking about. There it is right there. That's why a guy comes in with $10. He wants to get a matchup. He wants to get with pocket jacks or something. He wants to get a race with an ace. He's not thinking about it. He's been timing out. He's playing too many tables till today's. He just isn't focused. So 6-9, although it brings memories to a lot of people, we don't play those kind of cards. No, sir. Now there was a guy named Aaron Hendricks. He was over at Poker School Online, and the hazy one was his name for those of you that remember him. That was his favorite hand, 6-9. This is an easy call, I would think, unless somebody raises it, because we're out of position. The cards aren't that bad. He's still timing. Oh, now he's going to raise. So remember I told you before, he showed interest. He's at many tables, and now he raises. So he is definitely, in my opinion, going to call this guy. I would say he's got ace, queen, or better here. He should have. I'm definitely a fold. Let's see if he goes for this guy here, because this guy's hand is pretty wide. Come on, Tilted Ace. Prove me right. You did. Jacks it is against aces. Told you he was waiting for a good hand to get all his money in. And he raised, like I said, with a good hand. He had a group 1 hand. Group 1 is ace, ace, king, king, queen, queen, jack, jack. Some people put 10, 10 in there, and ace, king suited. That's all group 1. Best hand starting out. I don't put 10s in there. I put 10s in group 2. I just think they get a little tougher to play, and they should be dropped down. Some people here put ace, king offsuit up there in no 1. I think that's a mistake. It's not that great. Now he's limping. He's got that money now. He's limping. We're on the button. Good position. Our cards are not good. So this is a fold. Good fold, Al. Let me see who else is in the room today. We got Noodle the River. We got Poker Dave. We got Cat Daddy watching today. Samoa Chick. Good morning. Good morning. He gave up so fast. All right, let's get some queens here going. Come on. Nope. Easy. These are the easy ones. If you're having a tough time with these ones, or asking yourself, should I play this? Something's wrong and you're thinking. These should not be even in your wheelhouse. You get crap, it's crap. Don't look at this and say, oh, I would have flopped a straight draw. You know, that's not the way. You can't be results oriented. You just have to play your cards for what the value and the position that you have and the odds that you're getting at the table at the time, whether you're facing a raise or not. You could get there with a jack on this hand, and somebody could have jack 9 and cream you. Now here's the 10s that I put in group 2, but it is potable, all right? But he limped, so we're going to go $2 to make it a little bit more expensive for these guys to get in. If you're not adding money, then you're not doing it right, because your bet's going to invite others in. He still might come in and beat us, but we've made the proper bet. We could even went higher at this table because Shark seems to be a station. Now, would I go all in with this if one of these two goes all in? I don't know. I think he would go in with ace, queen, ace, king, but it would be a flip, and I'd be like a 4% favorite, maybe 6. So that's a decent flop for us if nobody flopped the set. We've got an overpair. We're definitely going to try to thin it out. He's saying I'm going to try to isolate this guy now by going 17 and getting these two out. If they come over the top, I know I'm beat. What do they think I have? They know I have to have an overpair here. They should know that. And he went 48. So I'm saying that he's got me beat here. What do you think? Do you think he has ace-9 or the diamond flush? All right. He called a raise. Does he have pocket? I'm going to do this. If I lose the money, I lose the money because I got to demonstrate. Do you think he has pocket 2s, pocket 5s, or the draw? Here we go. He's got the set. I'm demonstrating to this and knowing that I'm going to lose it. He wouldn't do that unless he hit 2 pair or better. So I knew I was behind. That would be a fold every single time. Now I did it to demonstrate it because that's what I'm here to do, is to teach. But I want to teach you, and it cost me $45 to show you a lesson then. You've got to understand that's a hand that even though you have an overpair, you've got to fold it. He called $2. He could have a pair and he could have set mine. He did, in fact, have it. But I have to show you that because if I fold it, you won't see it and you'll think I did the wrong thing. But now it's etched in your mind, I hope. It's etched in mine because I just took $45 out of my pocket. So 6-3 is a very bad hand. Very easy to fold. So we got to climb. And now I got to get to 100 or near 100 just to get my money back. I think I was down to 7, so I lost 40 from 43 in. Although I was above 50, so I can't count that. I can only count what I put at the table. It's a tough one. This is an easy fold no matter what. If you don't learn from your mistakes, or if you can't learn from what I'm showing you, then you should give up poker. You should just play free rolls maybe, or play maybe dollar tournaments and just have some fun and play the way you want to play. But if you really want to make money, you got to avoid making the mistake that I just demonstrated was a mistake. And I told you it was a mistake before I did it, but I did it anyhow because I wanted to show you. He could have had a flush draw. He could have had something. Now, he couldn't have had, it was 9-5-2. He couldn't have had like 9s or 9-5 or 5-2 or 2-9. It wasn't possible because he called the $2 pre-flop. So he had to have a set, or he had to have a bigger overpair than me. So I knew I was beat. When you're beat, you got to just let it go. Just let it go. One pair is not enough in this game. I can't say it enough. But you now see it, and over and over. If you play this, if those of you that are watching this video on YouTube, it's Al Spath, 2 words. Please follow there. Then you will learn from this video at my expense, certainly. But that's okay. I'll make the money back. Also, for those that are new this morning, this is Heartbeat Poker Twitch TV. Please check out the schedule. We have Twitchers that are be streaming tonight. In fact, Dave Romer, the lead instructor over at Poker School Online, tonight's Wednesday night. Last night, Matthias Anderson, he was a finalist at the 2004 main event at the World Series of Poker. $575,000 for his 8th place finish when he got knocked out by Greg Raymer. Greg Raymer made a straight, I believe, to beat him on the river. So that's the way things go in poker. You know, you take some wins, you take some losses to just get up. Then there's also Droosh and Samo and Ninja and Noodle. They've got a lot of streamers on here, so check the schedule and make sure you follow Heartbeat Poker on Twitch. And if you have a Facebook page, take a look at a new group that was created called Heartbeat Poker at Full Flush Poker on Twitch TV. That's a mouthful. That's Heartbeat Poker. Just start typing it in, Heartbeat Poker at Full Flush Poker on Twitch TV. And I'm just putting folks in there that I see that are on full flush or in HBP. So if you know of anybody and you want to invite them and you know that they are a member, go ahead, but let me know so that I can okay them to be in the group. I'm trying to keep some outsiders out. This is an easy fold, right? Right. Oh, I see Droosh has woken from his slumber and is in the chat. Welcome, Droosh. Didn't get any reaction from Cat Daddy or Noodle the River or chat about my hand there where I got beat with the tens. I hope they listened to everything I said and etch that in their mind when they play cash or in a tournament, how you could be beat. Three people contesting for this pot. Who has the 4? The 4 would have had a 6 or a 2 redraw for the straight. Who is most apt to have that? And who would have 8-9? Don't forget, the 6 makes the 8-9. Born to Fly says it gives us, the rest of us, hope when you see you lose too. Yeah, I lose as well. Yeah, although all my videos are up there, I don't know if you can go back through and find too many times that I've lost. But I'll keep playing. This is early position. The cards are not suited. They're connected, but they're not good to play. Born to Fly is in the house, as long with 111 Jonathan. I'm not sure if I know 111 Jonathan, but good morning to you. Introduce yourself in the chat there and where you're from, and give you a shout out, Jonathan, and your city. Make sure you follow Heartbeat Poker. So I would have flopped an open-ender, which is what you want to flop when you have those kind of cards, but you never want to see the board pair. And of course, you want to get there by the turn. You don't want to be drawn to the river many times, folks, because the fact is that you get half as many outs when you get to the after the turn. So you only have a half as percentage to make it. Now, he's limping here. I would think he's limping with like 9, 10, 10 Jack, a King 10, any two suited cards, a Queen 2. I cannot let him see the pot for that. So I got to raise it up to 2. I hope you all agree with me here. And then let him pay the extra money. Now, if he bets over me, then he trapped me with his hand. So I have got overcards only against one player. The only thing to do is bet the pot. I'm betting that he didn't hit and he can't stand the pain. But he stayed. Do I fire a second bullet? Okay, the answer is yes. How much? $10 ought to find out, won't it? This is an easy fold if he wins, if he comes up, stays, and I don't hit anything. So he stayed again, and he hit a 5 here on the end. Does he have a hand? Do I give him a chance to bet it? Or do I bet a little bit saying I want him to bet? I can't win if I check. I just let him bet, and I have to fold. So he says he's got me beat. I have to believe he's got me beat. I think he would stay with a 5 here. I really think he'd stay with ace-5 and catch that 5. He's not going to put all that money in there at the end without having a hand. So I've got to respect that. Jonathan says Full Flush have an Android app. I don't know if Droosh or yes, he says yes. There is an Android app, yes. Now I've got a suited connector on the button here. I'm going to flat. I hope you would try to flat this too. See a flop and see if you can't take his money and get some money back for us. Terrible flop. So we're getting bad cards and we're not flopping good, and we've taken some losses today. I say we because I figure you're on my side. If you're not, get out. Easy fold. They're talking in chat about a mobile app for Android on Full Flush. There is one. Now he's just made it $1 here. I'm going to raise it the pot, try to get this guy out and get my position. He hasn't played much, so if he comes in, I know how good he is or how strong he is. Everybody's going to take me on because I've been having bad cards here. I'm going to check this to make them think I have the king here. Now I'm going to bet this. And he got the king right here. He's got the king right here. There's no way I put another dime in this pot. Oh, he had the ace. All right. He had me beat. There's no way I'm going to get him out of that. And he made a flush. Very bad. The talk in the chat right now is about downloading Full Flush Poker. There's a link for that, and you want to link the special link that's on the fullflushpoker.com website, because if you do, then you'll be in the HPP, the Heartbeat Poker group, and you'll get to see the added events, tournaments, prize tournaments, free rolls, money added events. So you don't want to get excluded from that by just downloading anywhere Full Flush Poker. You want to go to Heartbeat Poker and download it from there. Hey, second, third nuts. Easy fold, right folks? Yes, it is. Jonathan, don't forget also to click on Heartbeat Poker right there in chat. And if you just click on the Heartbeat Poker person that's talking to you, then you can follow us here at Heartbeat Poker Twitch TV. Yes, HPP has added free rolls. So not only the free rolls you're going to get from the site, which is Full Flush, you're going to get added free rolls from Heartbeat Poker. So it's well worth coming in there. It doesn't cost you anything to do it. And we hope to see you at the tables, Jonathan. Queen 8, not a very good hand. But we can check with it. We still can check with it. And we can fold with it. Jack 3 is an awful hand as well. And I am going to do what everybody should do at this time, is look for another table and try to get my money back other people. Let me fold here. So I am going to stay at this table until it comes around to me because I posted the blind. And then I'm going to jump table. So I don't know if the stream is going to stop or if I can put it up. I don't know how Drush does it and brings another table in. I haven't been taught that, so I don't know how to do that. So maybe later on he'll teach me a way to do that. So the stream's going to go down probably for 2 minutes, and I'll make a pit stop myself because I'll need to do that. So 4-5 on the button is not a bad hand if I'm in first. I could try to make something out of it, but I can't really call or anything else. If he raises, it's an easy fold. Remember, he came in with $10. But I can raise with it if I want to play it. He's usually calling, and I need a couple of 4s to flop. I'll take the free card here and hope a 3 comes on the turn. I'm not going to continuation bet here. Still need a 3, and he's going to bet 50 cents, which I will call. That is not a good card there, and I have to fold the hand once again. So I tried to win something and get lucky rather than be aggressive and take it away. 4-7 is an absolute fold. 2 hands to go, and then we're going to switch tables and see if we can change our fortune. Whoa! Missed out on a big one. Missed out on the big one. Did I miss out? We'll see. Woohoo! 6 of diamonds would be needed now to win this pot. Wow. They're loaded, folks. The bases are loaded. He's got the ace or the king of diamonds. Nope, he didn't have it. He had a 10 of diamonds, the best or card he could have had. So this is not a bad hand, and I'm going to come in for a pot-sized bet. I hope you agree. I think Jonathan, the guy in chat, is just pulling Drush's chain right now. So I've hit the jack, but nothing else. Going to see if he's got anything. We do have a redraw, but even a 10 doesn't help us here. I think we just need to bail on it and call it quits. We've hit the straight, and we know he's going to bet as well. So we'll bet it up. Take it down. Got a couple dollars back. One last hand here, then we'll switch tables. It'll be a 2-minute delay. I'm going to limp here. I'm going to limp with these jacks on the last hand and see if I get somebody else to raise and see if I can't. There you go. See if I can't get him or him. But I'm going to need a jack because any overcards are going to kick my ass. There's the jack. Now I just got to hope I don't run into kings. This is a big one to get my money back. There's 4. There's 8. I got 31 left. I'm going to lose it or I'm going to win it. I'm going to bet half the pot. Hope he comes over the top. If he's got the kings, he's got the kings, folks. That's poker. Set over set. I'm going to go max here. And hope he just calls me down. Come on, Jacks, put it in. You're behind. Put it in. Put it in. Thank you. Thank you. And Al turns back the clock and gets his money back at the end. Not all of it, but just about all of it. You got to keep grinding, folks. You got to keep grinding. Hey, look, this is Al Spath. I'm going to be back in 2 minutes. I'm going to go off the air in a minute or so. So bear with me, okay, folks? Just bear with me. I'm going to let this run out first, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes, and we'll play again. Thank you. Hi everybody, I'm back. I did not switch tables. I did not switch tables. I am still at the same table, and I need to know if the stream is coming to everybody live and in color. I tried to get on another table, and things didn't work, so I'm going to stay right here. And I also got a message from somebody they wanted me to stay right here and see if I can get Jackson's or JR's money, so that's what we'll try to do. So I'm here sitting out waiting for the blind came around, and see if I can change things up here. Let's see who's available. So Jonathan, seems like he's just here to do in chat. It just seems like he's got a different agenda, and I hope Josh catches on to that pretty soon. Who's got the 9? Nobody. Okay, we're back in with pocket 7, so we know we got a good hand, and we know we want to see a flop, especially against, oh, we got 007 that came in here, 007, so we got rid of the Ram man. I wasn't here, so I don't know if he left with any money or anything. Now see, I'm going to go, you've got to have at least 10 times the amount of the bet. It's costing me $1.50. He's got to have $15 in there for me to go set money. I'm going set money. I didn't get a set. Now, he may not have hit here. I'm going to bet into him to find out if he hit. He'll tell me right now. I ask a question, and he'll answer it. He was just stealing, wasn't he? So if I would have checked there, I would have given him permission to take my money rather than me take his money. So I took his money. This is an easy fold. I hope you're all with me on that. Yeah, congratulations to Adam G 4455. Last night or yesterday afternoon, he was in the 500 guarantee. I got in there. We weren't shadowing him, but he was just telling me a few things what he was doing. It was down to 2 tables. He got all in with a pocket jacks against pocket jacks and somebody else, and the 2 jacks split the pot, and that gave him some ammunition to go forward. And then he won another pot against 2 opponents, and he tripled up, got himself up to about 39K, got into the final table, and went on to just defeat everybody that was at the table and take down the 500 guarantee yesterday for $125. Congratulations, Adam. I don't know how you did last night in the high roller event, but if you want to tell us. Okay, we got a good hand here with a one gapper, but we're facing a raise here, and I think it's best to just not that. Full toilet flush, Jonathan. That's not funny. This is a business enterprise. Anyhow, Queen 4 is unacceptable. People play the game of poker for many reasons. Some play for entertainment value. Some play just to have fun, kick it up. You know, they never deposit anything. They just, play the free rolls, and maybe they do win some, and then they just invest it back in. Some get nowhere. Adam is one that started with some free rolls, turned that little bit of money into a lot of money, and I mean, he is really cashed out. He is the 1% to 2% of the people that are winning poker players these days. So you got to follow a guy like that. He knows what he's doing. Now 6-7 suited is a hand that I would normally make a pot-sized bet for. That's right, Adam. So he's raised me here, and again, I'm out of position, and he said he's got a good hand. So in this case, I'm going to fold. That's an easy fold. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I had enough of that crap. People in chat that come in have an agenda. This is an easy check. It's a very good flop for me. I have a redraw with the 3, I have a redraw with the hearts. I'm going to let everybody else do the betting for me. Excellent. Checking it down, letting somebody else do the betting. Perfect. Just didn't get a bet on the turn like I wanted. I'm going to bet the whole pot here. Make it look like a steal. Get nobody to call. Shame. No, Adam didn't get anything in the high roll. His PC kept crashing. Ace King against Yahoo 2D and raised the big blind. He had 7 big blinds. My PC crashed and he jammed and went all into it. Oh boy. That's a shame. I'm going to fold this Queen 10 here. As for the individual that is no longer in the chat, for those of you that have been listening and been annoyed by any of the conversation or seen any of the chat that was in there that were here live, you know, people have agendas, and when they're asking so many questions about free rolls, you kind of obviously know that what they're here for doing. Free rolls are an added benefit for our members, and we're glad to provide them. Provide prizes, added money, all kinds of things. People shouldn't turn their nose up at free stuff. Uh-oh, got people putting all their money in on this one. There's the heart. Here comes aces. Here comes tilted ace. Is he going to bet 15? 17. This is an easy fold, even though we got good position. Don is in the house. Don, where are you from? Don SCH Jr. Glad to have you here, Don. You're on Heartbeat Poker on Twitch TV. On the Full Flush Poker Network. For some of you that just came in, I created a new Facebook page today. It's called Heartbeat. I'll put it in the chat here for you. A Facebook page. And those listening can write it down if they want, or go look at it. Just start typing it in. It's Heartbeat Poker at Full Flush Poker on Twitch TV. And that's a fold. I don't know if it'll allow me to put a link in or not. I'll try the link. Easy fold. A raise from the blind is generally a very, very strong hand. Cripney just woke up. He's out in California. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and he just rolled out of bed. I was going to bring him in here and get an update on his conversion that he's working on with the HUD. I'd like to get him in here one day and just explain the HUD and do a feature on just using his equipment. We'll do a videotape of it so everybody knows. Now there's a raise on the button. I like these cards a lot, but I can't play those cards. Neither should you. No matter what flops. There you go. That's a good reason. Hey, the Lango's in the house too. Don't forget to follow Dave Romer. He's the Lango. You can follow him at Lango, but definitely follow Heartbeat Poker. And you can follow Lango. He'll be on tonight, Wednesday night. Even though it's a Christmas holiday coming up, I think he's still scheduled. He's taking some time out of his busy schedule. And he'll be doing a MTT tonight here on Heartbeat Poker on Twitch TV. Great guy, great instructor, but more importantly, super dad, triplets. So it cost me a quarter here. I'm in this pot. As long as he doesn't raise, I'll see the flop. I'm looking for 2 6s. I'm looking for king 6. If he raises, I'll throw this away. No problem. I invested a quarter into a 175 pot all day long, every day of the week. You do the odds. A quarter for 175. Comes to 7 to 1 to me. Looks like somebody's coming in on the table. Always good to fill the table back up. So nobody bet that. So I'm going to lead out as if I have something here. I'm just playing on their check, check, check. He stayed again. And I don't have diddly squat. So I'm just going to try to steal it. And I think he had him a jack or a king himself, and he was trying for the gutter. But I took the initiative, so I win the money. Once again, I've got a suited ace here. I could limp along, but I'm going to take the aggression stance and try to get some free cards along the way maybe. If somebody comes over the top of me, I can let it go. It's just a piece of crap hand, but I got position, and it is suited ace. I'm going to get the same amount of money in the pot here probably, but they're going to respect it, I bet. Now, I've got the ace, and I'm going to give them a chance to catch a heart flush here, and I'm not going to bet this ace. I'm going to act like I was stealing, and that could backfire on me. Still could backfire, and it did. So I tried to get fancy here, showing you how to trap somebody. Now, 3 of hearts would have been a great card, but the Queen of Hearts is not a good card. I mean, nobody bet, so I'm thinking maybe a 7 of hearts wins this. No, my goodness. My goodness, they had some bit shitty hands. But it all backfired on me because I was trying to show you how to trap somebody, and I got my strategy thrown right back in my face. But that happens, folks. Sometimes you take a line, you want to trap somebody, and things don't work out. Don't get upset about it. I see people with aces that limp sometimes, and then they don't get the raise that they were looking for, and then the flop comes with 2 jacks and somebody bets, and they have to throw the aces away. But most people don't. They think that they're still good. They should throw it away. And if they have a read on the person especially. But, you know, if you try something, it backfired. Nobody knows you had the aces. Just go on to the next hand. So ace-king is a good hand here. I'm going to raise. I'm going to make it the pot plus a little bit. Like I said before, these 2 to my left are calling up to $2. I haven't made it more than that, but JR loves to be in the hand. Remember the note on JR, I showed it to you earlier. The calling station goes all in. So be careful, he's a calling station. So I've got to bet about $5 here to see where I'm at and maybe get them out of the pot and win the pot. If he bets, I'm going to throw this away, even with my overcards. But he didn't, so I'm betting a 5 spot. See how quick that was? That's the person, that's the calling station. You can't get him out. You can't get him out. I could fire another bullet here, but I can't get him out. I can't get him out. See? And he hit 2 pair. And he didn't take any aggression at all. So here, I'm just going to make it $1.25. That happens. You lose a hand, you get big cards. Big deal. If you don't hit nothing, all they are is big cards. So he's back in again. This time I'm going to go for a check raise. Didn't work again. Try it one more time. Give him the rope. Still was a winner. Again, trying to bluff a calling station is like trying to plant cut flowers. Once they're cut, you can't put them in the ground. You can't bluff a calling station. They don't understand. They don't go away. They put their money in. So you have to use a little different tact against it. So I got nothing. It's not even a board that I would do a check raise on. Now I pick up a double draw, a 6 or a 10. So I'm going to try to put some money into the pot or take it down. It's a semi-bluff. Remember, a semi-bluff is you have nothing, usually, and you still have outs that could make you have a good hand. A bluff is when you have absolutely no chance of winning, you have nothing. Don't mistake the two. Hey, it's CB Swanson's in the house as well. Nightly 22's in, Redskin fans in, and as I mentioned before, the Lango is in. The Lango, if you just want to type something there in chat, and then anybody that isn't following you can also follow you just by clicking on your name, as they can my name, Al Spath, and that can be a follower of me, and I appreciate that. But most of all, right here at Heartbeat Poker, where we do most of our twitching. So he left, which is okay. He left. I got 2-4. I am going up to 1.25 here on the button. I got position on him. He called pretty fast, so he might have some really good cards here that I have to find out. So I'm going to bet $2. If he doesn't bet, if he bets, I fold. Simple as that. This is going to be a $2 bet. I don't even have a redraw for a running hearts. I gotta hope he has a low pair like 6s. He doesn't. He says he's got something. So now I've got to make him convince him I've got a king. If he bets, I fold. If he don't, then I put the 333 out there, and I'm just telling him I have a king. And I'm not afraid of him. He's going to tell me back if he's got a king. Okay? I take the initiative, I win. If he took the initiative and bet, I fold. It's that easy. Boil it down to make it simple, everybody. When you're playing heads up, look for the advantage. Take advantage of it. It's an edge. We're all looking for edge in this game. Come over the top. Did he hit his set again? Does he have a kicker with his jack? We need some help at this table. We need 2 players. We'll see if we get them. If we go down to 3, I'll probably sit out because the rake and the blinds going around, it's very hard to make your money. Here comes somebody in. River Pro, just the guy I want to see in here. So it's 50 for 250. I'm getting 5 to 1. These are pretty awful cards. I'd rather have 5-3 here. It makes it straight. let's see, river pro, let's see, he weights a hand. He does weight a hand. This is an easy fold to a race. Again, above on the chat, you'll see a new Facebook page. Just go ahead and click that, and we'll get you in there. We're going to try to get, or I'm going to try to get a lot of full flush poker players and players that I know from Poker School Online that are playing over a full flush poker, whether they be an HBP or not, to get in there and maybe share some comments and watch on Twitch. That's what we want to do, is build an audience on Twitch right here off the Heartbeat Poker platform on Full Flush Poker. This is an easy fold. We got a good position facing a min raise, which is good, but our cards are bad. Remember, it's important to have good cards. If this was 5-6 suited or 5-7 suited, I'm thinking about raising, I'm thinking about different things, but I can't with Jack 5. There are a lot of people at this table, a lot of people playing poker, that if any two suited cards, they're in the hand. I'm sorry, I don't teach that, but so if you want to learn that, you have to go someplace else. And I would not recommend you go to PSO to learn that, because they won't teach you to do that either. Having taught there and having been the dean at Poker School Online and having Dave Lalango, who's in here as lead instructor at Poker School Online, he can verify the fact that if you're playing those kind of cards, Queen 3 suited and the like, you're going to get yourself jammed up. Now, that doesn't say that you can't steal from the big blind with a hand like that occasionally, but it's not a hand that you're playing for value. Well, again, this is an easy fold. I don't know if the new player in the chat is Asprey FTW. He's asking about the how to get a Facebook page. Yeah, you just have to go up to the link. Just scroll up to where I've put the link for Facebook above. I can maybe copy it and put it in there again, because I don't think anybody that's not admin can do that. Just remember that if it asks for an approval, I'm playing and I'm recording this. I won't be able to do it till it's over, so please be patient. And please tell others about our Twitch channel here, Heartbeat Poker. Make sure you click on the Heartbeat Poker and follow us here. Uh-oh, we got some big bets going on here. Someone with the flush draw, someone with the straight draw, someone with the queen king. Who is got what? Flush should come out betting right here, saying he's got the flush right now. He should not check. There you go. Put the money in the pot, make the other person decide what to do. He just calls. So now we know the straight is there for sure. Is the flush there? He says no. And neither are there. And trip tens. Wow. River Pro played that really soft. But it got to be a scary board. 4 to a straight. This is an easy fold to this min raise. Bad cards. Hey, welcome Wiley17402. Where you from? And what's your first name? And thanks for the follow, absolutely. Okay, this is fold. Ask, hey Wiley, where did you get the link in for full flush? Did you get the link off a new Facebook page, or did you get it from somewhere else? Thanks. Come on, Decryptney, get in on this table. Take on me, so I can sit out and I can shadow you. 9-4 is an easy fold. King 2 is an easy fold. Man, the fog outside is really dense. I can't see across the court. That's an easy fold, folks. If you're playing that hand, you have a leak in your game. There are some of you that might raise an early position with that. Oh, Asbury Wiley is from York, Pennsylvania, and his name is Dan. Hi, Dan. And we've got Drew Shoes, the owner of Full Flush Poker, from out 30 miles, I think, outside of Pittsburgh. And we have another guy yesterday that came in that was from Pennsylvania. So we've got a contingent of Steeler fans or Philadelphia Eagle fans coming to Full Flush on Heartbeat Poker. All right, we got a pair. See if we can get something with it. All right, we're going to set mine. It's going to cost us a little money here, but we got two people that we can get money from, and there's the 6. He goes $1.88. We're going to make him have to pay on this one. I want them to think I have a naked queen here. Of course, if he has pocket queens, I'm dead, but that's okay. That's very good for me. I'm going to go half the pot, or the pot, excuse me. Come on, chase that queen. Chase that flush. No, he's folding, folks. He's folding. He's folding. I went too hard. So king, queen on the small blind. Oh, we lost. Oh, no, Decryptney is still around. I am calling this for $1 to see if I can get anything from anybody. Nope. Just wasn't happening. I'm going to go around the table one more time. Take a break. That's an easy fold. You got to grind, folks. You can take some hits. I showed you, I demonstrated to you early in the thing with pocket tens, and I had an overpair of the board that I was beat, and I showed you by taking a big loss to Jax here, who's just giving my money away to other people. But I've come back by grinding. If I didn't do that, if I didn't, this stack here would be up in the 140s or 140 range or better, or 150 range. So understand, the one mistake you make can be a devastating to your whole grind. Okay, I got the button. He made a min raise here. I don't really like the hands. I'm just gonna dump it. Good dump. Taking the auto post off. This is an easy fold. Unless he comes in, I got one hand to go. Now we'll take a break, folks. I thank you for coming by and inspiring me with your comments, with your views, with your follows. And don't forget to follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Al Spath, 2 words, up at YouTube. It's free. I've got over 192 followers at this time. And I'm trying to get to 200 by the end of the month. So help me out. And you'll learn a lot. And tell some friends. They're missing out if they're not going up there and viewing these videos. He didn't come in, and I'm not coming in. So let me end this thing by saying thank you very much. Happy holidays. And we'll be back real soon. And stay tuned tonight for Dave Hitman Romer, the Lango, who will be on. He's a lead instructor at Poker School Online, and he'll be broadcasting the MTT tonight here on Heartbeat Poker, Twitch TV, and on Full Flush Poker with Your Action. Thank you, everybody.